Wait for Dollar CAD to pull back here on the monthly. It's going to be a long wait. Buying on dips. My dashboard says buy. Got a green go. I'm just going to lay tickets in there. Of course, that's the plan all day long. Put your tickets in the box. So the closing box starts here. How deep is the box? How deep is your love for this currency? Here's a strict top become a bottom, window and a box. I think the sell's up here, obviously. I think it's painfully obvious on that one. It's Monday Night Football and the Gridiron Trading. Welcome to Super Gridiron Trading. All right, we're trading a giant swing here on the euro. I bought this pullback. It's a big crush. So we had this big fell out of bed here. Seller's delight. An hour into the open. We're selling into the blue. It's okay to sell all closes up into the blue. It's okay to buy every close down into the other direction. So as it goes on the 1 hour chart, you're trying to buy all pullbacks into the yellow green. And you got to be aware of this top tick Tommy issue where people keep on getting trapped on the long side because they are following this green bullshit. Let's not forget those people. Move along. You can take your mask off. You get the trend line here. Bottom becomes the top. Into the cloud. 3-period moving average. Perfect top become a bottom on the 1 hour. Selling on Sunday. Selling right out of the gate there. Here's Friday's or Thursday's low. Blow that out. Sell any rally you can. So you're selling here. You're selling here. So it's 1, 2, 3 good trades. Although here, technically a sell is certainly the strategy of breakout. Hedge even works here because it's such an explosive move. So anytime a doji's out, it's really getting its ass kicked, and it's just about coming down and cleaning out all that price to the left of us. So today you get a double bottom, then you get one more bottom. Now you have to buy this. I know it's tough, but you got to buy that one. So if you could scale into this thing and you start buying here, just because it's deep, and you're also buying because, well, I'm going to say 2 blues is a double bottom, 2 yellows is a double top. So here's a double top. As soon as the bar turns color, that's a fair amount of spacing. Here it doesn't quite happen. You get this. Well, here's 1, here's 2, and then it goes blue. You're selling that rally, actually, according to the rules. Very strict rules here. 3-period moving average. It's very, you're gonna go right. So you're buying here because here you're gonna get killed. You're buying this. You're buying that. Top becomes a bottom, but hey, you better take something off the table up here because guess what? That's beyond your target. That's catawampus. And then of course the overreaction the other way comes up, pauses into the cloud. This is a 3-period moving average, and you just fucking sell it. This is paint bars. Paint bars meets the line chart. So I had the TradeStation 2001 or something. So this is called the swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, and closing only. And you sell here, right? Not a bad trade, but structurally you're kind of like in this big trap. and they just gobble you up and spit you out. Of course, the scalpers are getting out here. Here comes the trend traders a little bit, and she just can't get past the high of this day. And now she's dojied out. Well, it's actually kind of a. Let's see if we trap there, and then you end up kind of closing up, looking like two dojis going into the close of Friday. So you fall out of bed, you crash through the floor. Buy, 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 buy. Just a buying campaign. Scalpers dump. The robots are trying to sell that, right? That's just another rally into blue, but it's a little bit delayed and it's starting to get choppy. And you got a new doji forming here. It's a 12-hour doji, looks like. There's a 12-hour doji here. And then it breaks out and it just falls apart. Kablamo, as soon as the fucking. So as 5 a.m. comes. And then just more destruction here. Of course, here it's the so-called double bottom. But that's the whole. Then we have to make it back to here. And then we got to churn up climb the green bars. If we get a nice explosion, we'll have a nice vapor trail there, a nice cloud to ride. But this is the ultimate destination. I can't expect too much here. And then we just reload the gun on limits coming back down. So it's kind of a hump and dump situation, but it's a slow grind. And if you got the patience to wait to get filled on all these limits, and then it comes back to the middle of the road here, or it just comes and tries to get to there, I'm certainly dumping that. Probably dumped half of it by the time I came back to the high probability exit, just so you can guarantee to make some kind of money. You always need that kind of stuff you got to just stick in the bank there right away. You don't want to sit in these fucking trades too long because it's annoying as fuck. Simply, it is just annoying as fuck, and it's just not worth it. So with the trigger pull, you should be able to just reload the wagon. Don't have to wait for the next setup. We can just come back in. So right now, if I wasn't out long, I'd certainly be selling starting here and then just pick a distance. I'm going to say let's sell for the next the rest of the week, you know. So the first sell is going to come in here like this. If I'm a seller, I'm just going to stack them in, and maybe they expire all day, so they last like this much. And that's about it. So we just wait and then move it forward, move it up, move it down. Still going to be a buyer down here if it goes down here. So maybe I first have to tip into this window. As soon as we nick this wick, I figured we could get a ride to at least, conservatively, this wick back here. This is the true floor that was taken out. Still a big deal. Haven't come back to that price, so that price still, I'd say, has quite an effect. At least from that, if you zoom out, it's going to look like it matters. So, of course, this is the one we can't see. We just see it now. This is the fucking insane one, right? So this is the true so-called pivot is going to be that low. That's going to be a big deal. Okay, so we're just coming back off the floor. Let it drift up about, by the time Europe opens, probably be cashing out. Just take the money and run. Or you're going to let it ride until it can hit this price. So here's the contest. Can it take out this intraday high right now and then just keep steaming north? I believe it can. Of course, how quick and dirty is it going to be? If it's like one of these moves here, where boy, it looks like a beautiful entry here, but if you don't take your money and run, it's going to be like lights out for you because they're just going to smash that thing. And when I say they, I just mean the mob of fucking goobers that. There's so many people like giddy that it's going up here, and then they're fucking heartbroken here, you know. this, but you can get, and then here's the robots, 3 period robot feces on that. But of course, he gets his head ripped off if he doesn't take this profit or even this one. So if you're not taking these runs and getting the fuck out, selling here is going to do you no good. If you're that late to the game, you have to be a little bit of a daredevil and go the other way. At least claim this is a top, and you want to sell somewhere in here. You give yourself some space. Here you might have missed your entry because you're too greedy here. You're like, I'm only going to sell if it comes up here. Okay, well, this is, you're not going to get filled. That's all. You know. What are you going to do? I guess you got to stand in front of the train and start selling the previous day's high into this. That's presupposing you're trying to build a big short position because you think it's going to go like this, straight through the tubes. But, if you're a strict rule guy, you're going to sell only this close up and this close up. So you got 3 hours of selling there. And you're probably going to hold it to the close of day, so you would have made this. Let's see here, a guy that wants to buy the failed so-called stop hunt after this lonely wick. It just kind of like drifts and then bing, and then I'd start buying here myself. Kind of obvious place to just put dumb shit orders. And of course, here's the big buy. And the super biggest buy is here, but it never hits there until, lo and behold, here. And I get a psycho reaction, and then woof, through the floor, and now drift up. Get to here, maybe. And as soon as we get there, we dump the whole thing, reload with very close to the market order. So how close to the market are you trading is the question. And how long do your orders last? If you have big orders sitting here, because you consider this to be a very lonely wick here, at least 6 bars before it even pierces that. And it's like the piercing data. The FBI is gathering that piercing data. When we pierced, we found out who that was. We see your order in here. Somebody will be calling you from the department. We're just checking in to see if you're complying with our first in, first out order system. Oh, no, don't worry. No, we wouldn't say anything to anybody. Absolutely not. No, your secret's safe with us. First in, first out, what the fuck they're talking about? You mean like I can only fucking one direction? Like we just keep going in? Hey, just gotta go out. Oh yeah, first in, first out, okay. Oh, it's if you're rotating your wife, I guess. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, it's that kind of. So we gotta blow out this top, the lonely wick. Now people are gonna shred into this, start sell. They're looking for a climax here, then look for the drift back, cash out. So there's only a couple scenarios. I'm either going to make it to here, come zooming back to here maybe. That's going to be a pretty fucking lofty goal. I don't want to be too greedy. So if I want to do a big accumulation and then a dump, that's a different strategy or a different technique or a different layer to really properly assess the situation here. So this box here, yeah, there'll be sellers galore, I'm sure. And if I can get out up in here, we'll be hitting this. Or I'm going to watch it pull back and I'm going to buy more. All sorts of stuff you can do once you accept the fact that you can do anything, really. Because you're not really limited on this stuff. Only if you're trading one position are you fucked. Because then you have no flexibility. There's no way you can accommodate all these different prices. You can't absorb the price, son. So this is a big deal. This price, and then of course zooming out. Let me get rid of this shit. Close down so I get the full detail here. Okay, so this is the close here. We haven't hit this yet. So we're coming up on it. creeping up on this price. Go to the 30-minute chart. I think it's easier to trade the 30-minute chart because you can take these counter trend moves here. So as soon as it starts flashing green, you know the goobers are trapped on the half hour. So the 3 period on the half hour. And you can see the high drama here. Smash down, smash down. Looks like it's screaming up now for the next X time. In the time of X, in the world of rally. So it looks like we're going to spike up. Looks like oil was a buy down here. I think oil rides over. We wicked into this box here on oil, so that's done. Now it's ranging. But let sellers come in here and then take us down the tubes into this zone. But that's probably not likely now because this is a big deal. That's a monthly double bottom. I think we're trapped. It'd take a lot to get to even this price now. So I figure this would be a great place to buy. Anywhere here. As far as the CAD goes, I'm waiting for this thing to pull back. So here's the 4-hour view. If you like to get in the first trap of the 4-hour people getting trapped. So you're either going to play against these people or you're going to... Dollar CAD's so rangy that you almost have to take this counter trend. Actually, here you got to be thinking, fucking, this is amazing. Just starts to turn blue now. You're coming back to this breakout point. One last blast into the weekend now. The sellers are all short here, hoping for a pullback. The guy that sold up here probably cashed out on his big fat ticket. I would run buy limits now into the end of the week as I ran the sells into the euro or something. So yeah, that's going to be a nice pullback. That should be crazy. I'm just going to paint the stuff in there ahead of time. NASDAQ had its little sell moment. I kind of fucked up this. I'm trying to go with just the closing prices and treat it like a okay, there you go. So it's nice and clean. So that was the sell we could have taken, but looks like a buy now on the weekly. So it's crawling out of the hole. I think it's over here. Here's the daily. Looks like the NASDAQ's coming back to life now. The sellers have had their scalps selling into this giant hole. And the, let's see. I'm sure there's big buyers down here hoping for a retest of this blue box. I would certainly be into that. Look at this beautiful argument for the trend. Of course, here you got to be getting in. This is a daily chart. You kind of got to be gobbling up this small. So this would be considered a double bottom. Like here's one bottom, two blue bottoms here. And the psycho wicked pullback, you know. Wow. If you're a trend trader, you're buying these pullbacks, and then you gotta be careful because you come in anything above this is like, look out. Because people are selling like crazy up here. So the super, and of course the people that are scaling into that, sell. They're like, I can't fucking believe this dumb trade. Sell. So you're prepared to sell up here, I suppose. So this would be your, as soon as it turned blue, every rally in the blue you're selling. This is the trend trader's dream here. And here, sell, sell, sell. Holy God, and then it's just too much, right? It's just too much. It's unsustainable. And then when we go below this, it's unreal, you know. This is your sell. Robot's taking this sell, and maybe he's taking this rally. Here he's gonna get smashed to bits if he doesn't get out here. Like, he never sees any money after that. It just becomes a fucking brutal. Now it looks like we're going up on the daily here. I'm gonna take this out when Christmas comes, you know. Well, of course, all this market has to do is go like this, and people are just gonna blow up their account because they have no target in mind, or they're just gonna get frustrated because it's like going nowhere. It's going nowhere fast. It's a very upsetting, disturbing situation. Nobody wants that. Especially if you're impatient. Nobody wants that kind of situation. Yeah, take a look at this gold market. See how they're fucking that thing over. All my gold's been stolen. So we don't care about your gold. Yeah, it looks like a sell. Of course, I don't know. I don't know if this stuff moves together. Okay, it looks like a buy now. Look at the weekly. I've got buy limits pending, but then yeah, it looks like gold's gonna crawl out of a hole here. So it's gone this way up a little bit. Doesn't look too good on the monthly though. It looks like it's in blue mode. The fabulous Bitcoin has double bottomed out. It's in the box, in the buy box. Come here, you. We want you to go up. It's in the buy box. All right. I think that is a lock. I am so bullish on this goddamn thing now, especially because it's going down. Being a contrarian. Gotta buy that Bitcoin out of the way to fucking hell. Especially to this price. I mean, Jesus fuck, here. I mean, this is where she left the station. At 12.50. That's like her 12.50. I'll take any price we can get on that. Oh boy, I think 1500 is gonna be. I think 1500. So the next $2,500 window. Heavy load on that. Sell everything you got, even stuff you don't have. Take a cash advance. Look at this baby little mountain back here. What if she comes down and takes out this lonely wick? That'd be a buy. $2,000. I'll take that fucking Bitcoin at $2,000. Let's see, all the way down. I'm in all the way down. Here's my buy windows. Absolutely. That was a fantastic trade. You cannot go wrong with that. And the oil. The bars are coming in oil and they're coming in on the gold. On the daily. Looks like everything's reversing here. Bitcoin should come out of the hole. It's certainly the buyer's window when it's blue like that. Real contrarian trade. That's the end of the day, end of the week. So, Merry Christmas. I think it's going to go fucking ripping. Oof. Bitcoin could see this price. That was just about 3 months ago. Everybody's all giddy about this, right? Remember this crush? Look how brutal this was. These are two brutal sell-offs in Bitcoin. And people getting the fuck out here really hard. Like a hard fucking move. Brutal. 2 brutal months in a row. very rare situation. And then drift. All this bullshit here. And all this bullshit here. So there's the, I'm going to call this all nonsense. Two amazing downs. And then nonsense chop. Accumulation phase, supposedly. Anytime the market is dicking around like that. Of course, the dicking around is a fractal situation, so there's dicking around here. So those are the dojis in there. And here's quite a bit of dicking around, this little triangle forming. I mean, on a scale, if you're trading big enough, this is a big deal. But here's the other, this is the one that blew people's minds out, is when you took this low out. So right now we're stuck underneath that. That's all that matters now is this narrow window. This is how tight it is. Bitcoin's got to overcome this box here and start going north and just take off and be a rock star. But it could happen. They're closing the books out. Looks like the dollar's going to end up crushed. You know, by the end of the look at the dollar pulling back here. Dollar CAD. It's a buyer's delight tonight. The buyers are probably, this is my buy window for the whole week on this puppy. Prepare to buy that thing all week long. So a good way to envision this is to go to the 1 hour chart and give yourself a couple days in front. And I'd say, yeah, I'm buying heavy. All the way down, risk the whole account. This is Martingale in. Just buy so much more down here. Okay, that may take by Friday, but I'm definitely going to buy that. And then I'll put in a whole ticket rack here. Extend this one really deep, but all sorts of tickets, all different targets. Make it a minefield. I believe in minefields. Here it looks like it's kind of petering out. A 5-minute chart. Here's your very active trader. 15 minutes is doable, I suppose. 3-period moving average. You gotta kind of nail it here. You gotta be babysitting this thing and just start pulling that trigger. You gotta pull the trigger here at the market. You have to babysit the 15. I'm sure that's the only way to really rape this thing, make it worth your while. Of course, at the end of the day, I mean, this is the dead cat bounce, so to speak. You buy these pullbacks. I'm thinking you're buying. You probably have to slow this moving average down. It's probably not worth it. The half hour is probably going to be better. This is just too much. I mean, you got to be sitting here like fucking dumping and buying, and or which direction you going to trade it. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, the half hours, 15 is not going to work. It's not realistic. I mean, I don't know who you are. You have to explain that to me first. Who are you? You could take these trades. So I think the half hour is going to be 48 bars. It's going to be 48 bars a day. It's going to be a better lifestyle for you. You won't blow your brains out. You won't find you with a fucking gun in your hand. Less signals, less mess. So that definitely can afford it. You trade the 1 hour chart. If you can really afford it, you trade the 4 hour chart. So you take 4 hour chart. You only got these trades to worry about. You know. You definitely want to get in early. Anytime you're trading, you want to get in early as you can. But so here, structurally speaking, you've got plenty of time to plan this trade. You know, you can see, oh, there comes the trend traders. They think it's going up. Oh, this lovely thought. And you know, there's sellers above here like you can't even believe, right? So you could go and buy this, you know. And just buy tons here. It actually wicks down, just takes off. You know, by the end of the week, it's just that. That's all it is. It's just big fucking giant scalp. And you could still be long from here saying, well, you know what? They almost stopped me out. I may stop down here, and wow, it's kind of white knuckle. Too bad I didn't buy more here. Yeah, too bad. And here, top becomes a bottom into the perfect 4 hour setup. You know, you could take this one all day long. This one, you're just kind of chasing it now. Yes, you're chasing it. And then get fucked. You get fucked. They take it all the way back to here. So you can't just get in here blindly like this dumb shit trade here. I'm just going to buy here. Yeah, okay. It's too late. I'd say it's too late for you. It's time to put sell limits above this lonely wick and just stack it and let it happen. Like, you can certainly make your money back to here and then some. It goes below there. That's always going to be a good trade. So it just depends how you can orientate yourself for the next situation, the next ridiculous rally and sell off and all that bullshit. Big selling pressure up here now. Definitely selling pressure there. But if we can overcome the blue and we come flying back to here and then it starts to turn green, we want to get it before it turns green. So we want to get in here. It turns green. It's still too late. And by here, it turns green. You buy here, it turns green. Okay, you're like, oh, fuck. You can actually draw your first trend line there. A spectacular smash back to reality. And now it looks like this is the target. And of course, if we can take out this high from last week, it's just going to be a rip roaring crush of the dollar into the end of the year. On all fronts, I think the Bitcoin's going up. I think gold's going up. Oil's going up. Dollar CAD's kind of going up. I think it's all going to go up, honestly. So I think the phenomena here into the end of the week is going to be people just unraveling positions. Everything just kind of drifts up. It's a very quiet ending. And it's time to go out and buy wrapping paper. Get it on sale, you know. Shit comes over on tankers, you know, it's made out of diesel and goddamn wrapping paper. Comes out of a diesel truck. Be careful about that. Don't let your diesel truck give yourself a problem out there. Oof, there's only 25 minutes of diesel left. Don't forget, people. 25 minutes left. There's 25 minutes of diesel left on the planet. Everybody brace yourself. Hold down a fort. She's caught in a trap. There you go. There's crude oil. Double bottom. Ready to fall into this giant cavern. Come after this price. We'll just all be driving like... Then people will be driving 100 fucking miles an hour, I swear to God. People out there doing 90 and shit. I'm like, fucking relax, man. It's going to be okay. Like... Dude, you're going to be there like fucking 1 minute before me. What are you going to fucking do that is so fucking crazy? In the first minute, you're going to be there before me. On this drive. I had some guy that was fucking going nuts trying to get lane changes, and I realized he wanted to take the exit, but in the meantime, he was like getting all crazy. I'm like, dude, you knew the exit was coming. Did you not know it was besides, you take the next one, it's got a better fucking porn store. They got this sign. They tell you about it twice, I think. These people are going to go broke with this fucking advertising this porn shop. Porn toys. They got two billboards running. One's got like one of those Hooters girls spinning around on the top. Of course, right? Naturally. That's just to get your attention. Gold looks like it could take a little Christmas rally. It's been beat up. It overcame this floor. So all the people are giddy about it. That was the box. It got out of the box. You couldn't keep that. Nobody makes gold sit in the corner. It's fucking Roadhouse gold here. Draw a trend line. You know about this gold market. It's a very technical market. You can draw trend lines on it. Very technical. Break out, come back in here. Give it plenty of room. All trades matter. Give it plenty of room, son. Don't crowd the market. Look at this Bitcoin. This is just the ultimate capitulation. This thing has been, like, its nuts have been smashed with a hammer. The news keeps getting bad. Well, what about this? What about that? This is hilarious. The news. Dude, everybody knew this was fucking crazy town. What is it? Well, it's like explain it to me. Well, I could if I had my US, and if you lost your hard drive in a landfill, do not feel bad, because this is retribution. This is your fucking, you should revel in the fact that it's not worth as much as you thought. It's better to have one of those, oh gosh, bottles of vodka or something. Save a bullet for me. What's with people going nuts now? Hey, what's with these queers at the club there? That they got their fucking ass. She's called the Q bar. No way. Well, that's edgy. Listen, man. It should be mandatory to be fucking AR-15 ready at these bars, so that we got a little bit of. Also, bring your fire extinguishers, and preferably the argon gas one, the one that doesn't ruin the gear. So yeah, bring your fire extinguishers, bring your guns, everything to the bar, please. Who goes to the bar, honestly? I mean, we just sit home and watch YouTube. Bar? What are you, fucking caveman? Yes, I guess so. I knew this kid that was really a nice kid. He sold lawnmowers and stuff. I mean, that's just like, super normal. And he got shot up in the front of a bar waiting to get into a bar. Somebody did a drive-by shooting. And he had nothing to do with it. He wasn't that kind of guy, He wasn't going to fight with you about something like that. So he took some incoming fire. And after he told me that story, I said, I don't think I'm going to go to the bar anymore. Maybe if I'm playing maybe if I'm in the band or something, but let's hope they're not shooting band members. Your music sucks. Boom. That'll shut them up. The fucking guitar licks you play are so stupid. I've heard that fucking shit a million times. What are you, fucking Freebird over there? That slide? You think you're Mr. Freebird, huh? Yeah. If Bitcoin leaves me tomorrow, if it blows up my account tomorrow, yeah. So you got to think about tomorrow. Now I'm just thinking about this goddamn euro going up so I can pay the rent. Come on, euro dollar, come back to this price. You've been blue so long. Well, the scalpers have gone short here at this top tick Tommy, the lonely wick. So we have to wait now for the next train to come along. The momentum train of bullishness. If that's the case, if I'm not long, I'm going to buy limits here coming into tonight. So buy limits down here if we're lucky. Or hopefully I'm short, right? This is the limit trade. The scalp. Is this going to be a breakout or a fake out? That is the ultimate question. Breakout or fake out, because we don't want to get trapped in some type of fake breakout. That does us no good. That looks like a nice trap there. The scalpers have had their fun. They're onto something else now. Go to the 5-minute chart. Okay, looks like a buy in the 5 minute. Drop some limits in here. It's quick and dirty. It's coming up on 9 o'clock. I'm holding my long position. So if I don't think I bought enough, got some more money, want to add to the account, I'm going to put a big buy rack in here that lasts like 2 hours. Big fucking rack of shit in here. So this is the beauty of having a 2-hour expiration. You can put a big hairy ass order in there. Just fill the top of that. This yellow line has to come into the box for us to get filled on limits though. Or just holding it. There's a 15-minute view. Currently in the cloud. Currently in a buy zone. That's how it is. It's pretty boring. You know, you're just not gonna, it's not very sexy. I try to make it look sexy, this moving average, so in case any girls want to trade with me. I invite them over, but they like the colors, but then they said, can we watch something different? Hey, can we watch a movie on your big screen TV that you don't have? Oh, sure, honey. Hello, just watch your phone, bitch. Here. I got this big Motorola phone I bought because I thought my other phone died. And this Motorola phone is such a piece of shit. Now, for a company that makes shit that's supposed to be radio friendly, this thing can't fucking find a Wi-Fi signal if I hit it with a hammer. But the screen's so fucking big, and now I got tendonitis holding on to it with one hand from the tip of my middle finger to my thumb. Of course, every time I grab it, my thumb covers up the audio, so it doesn't sound too good. It sounds a little frisky. It sounds muffled. It sounds like it's been abducted by my thumb. All right, let's buy this pullback in blue. This is the golden setup on the 5 minute. One last stop down. Certainly if it comes back to this beautiful launching pad. But looks like that's not going to happen. So we're just going to hold on to it all night long. And that's my plan. And it looks like the dollar cat's going to fall back to earth. And the NASDAQ looks like it might come and smash everybody's hopes and dreams down in here. This is a great, there's a little baby trend here that got smashed to bits. So if you're really bullish, I'm buying when it goes blue. All right, every time it goes blue, so I'd be buying right now because it's blue. And as soon as it turns, I'm kind of suspicious. As soon as it goes up, here's the trap. It doesn't pay off till here. So you got to be willing to hang with all that. See, this wick did not show up in the closing prices, so that would be if you ran pending tight limits as it's blue, you might be better off because it spiked up there. It would have filled you. You have to wait all week. Wait about 12 hours to get filled on that. But this is very expensive moves. It's a pricey market. Not a good, it's not a nano trade because you can't really scale into this thing. Maybe like trading 10Ks in euro dollar. 10Ks per handle there is kind of rough ride on your equity. How'd you do what you got to do? Gold's on a tear. Bitcoin's melting through the floor. Oh, it's so funny. If I can tag, almost get to 1,400 there. I don't think we're gonna hit 14,000. I think 15,000 is gonna be it. That looks like it for a while. Big buyers coming in here are gonna slam it into this Sunday night's price. Sunday night was kind of a teetering point, super triangle. Then, oof. Hits boom, ring my bell. It's coming back to the floor. It's going to be here. Scalpers get out. Can it go down again? Or scalpers get out, it drifts, and then it starts to retest this. And then Santa Claus is coming to town. We got to get back to going after this, going after that. That's going to be a trip. That's going to be a real trip to there. Look at this vicious wick. So this is the first plunge into the unknown. Comes ripping back. Another plunge. Just an amazing story of price there. Kind of like the story of getting totally annihilated. Super lonely wick. Here, a big feeding zone. She's drying up, a little volatility. Looks like the wheels are going to come off the dollar here. Say goodbye to the dollar into the end of the year. I think that's going to be it. The dollar tanks into the end of the year.